In the process of installing an operating system, you require a storage medium to house the software and initiate the installation. A popular and contemporary choice is the USB drive. Begin by crafting a bootable USB drive through various utilities compatible with different operating systems. Hey there, welcome back to Super Simple Tech, your ultimate destination for straightforward tech tutorials. Today, we're delving into the realm of operating system installations, catering to both tech enthusiasts and beginners alike. Let's embark on this informative journey. After successfully creating the bootable USB drive, proceed to configure your computer's BIOS settings to enable booting from the USB drive. For older systems, an optical drive with installation files on a CD-ROM or DVD-ROM may be employed. Then, if it's an enterprise environment, you'll be catering to multiple systems and this would necessitate the use of a PXE, that's PXE, which stands for Pre-Boot Execution Environment. And this facilitates network-based operating system installations. So it sets up a centralized server housing the installation files, and you initiate the PXE mode on your computer for seamless network installations. Then you opt for external drives supporting ISO mode for added versatility. Integrate the ISO file onto the device, mimicking a single optical drive. Alternatively, or rather otherwise, you can transfer the operating system's files onto the drive within a USB enclosure, transferring it into an external drive. In scenarios where the external sources are unavailable, consider installing a new internal hard drive or SSD. So for operating system version upgrades, you want to upgrade the operating system, you can explore an in-place upgrade, so you do it within the system, which will preserve the applications and the data. But some operating system versions facilitate direct downloads of updated files from the internet. So some of them can be downloaded and then they will be upgraded from the system itself. So that's in-place upgrades. That's what we mean by in-place upgrades. Then many computers are equipped with a recovery partition. Initiate the installation. So to do this, you have to initiate the installation process from the recovery partition so that you can bypass the search for installation media. And opting for a clean install would wipe the partition. So opting for a clean install definitely wipes the partition, necessitating a backup of personal files before proceeding. So for anyone who wants to do like recovery and fresh installations for computers like this, you're going to have to do a backup, because this type of installation would actually clean the whole system up, all the information, and then to install the new partition. So there will definitely be a need to back up the personal files before installing. And then in certain corporate setups, image deployment ensures uniform configurations across systems. So you create a standardized operating system version and deploy it uniformly, streamlining replacements and upgrades. If this video offers you value, I would appreciate your support by subscribing, liking, and sharing so that other valuable people like you can gain from this information. So let's continue. So you repair installation for troubleshooting. So what if your system is encountering certain issues? A repair installation offers a refresh of operating system files without impacting user files or applications. This step proves invaluable to troubleshooting scenarios. In network corporate environments, you opt for remote network installations, and then you bid farewell to carrying installation media. So what you do is you simply direct the system to a central server on the network or install seamlessly across the internet. While most operating system installations include necessary drivers, certain situations may warrant additional driver installations during the operating system setup process. And then you have to secure your important data with a backup definitely before you proceed to the next step in the operating system installation journey and explore the intricacies of configuring partitions. If you're engaging with a contemporary operating system, you likely encounter the GPT partition style. GPT or GUID partition table employs a globally unique identifier for each partition, ensuring a distinctive identification worldwide. Then UEFI BIOS for the in the GPT partition style. You can check the compatibility of UEFI BIOS compatibility and the GPT. So the UEFI BIOS facilitates the utilization of the GPT partition style, and with GPT, a single physical drive can actually accommodate up to 128 partitions, boasting a maximum size exceeding 9 billion terabytes. Currently, Windows setups the maximum partition size of about 256 terabytes. Yeah. And in contrast, if you're configuring the UEFI BIOS settings and unveiling MBPR partition style, in contrast, the MBPR or master boot record represents an older partition style prevalent in aging operating systems. So MBR comes with limitations, notably a maximum partition size capped at 2 terabytes. Primary and extended partitions in MBR. The MBR drives introduce primary partitions exclusively bootable with a maximum allowance of 4 primary partitions. Extended partitions, though expandable, they remain non-bootable. While GPT, on the other hand, levels the playing field. So GPT treats all partitions equally. It's like unmatched flexibility. So the cap extends to a remarkable 128 partitions, showcasing unparalleled flexibility, making GPT the preferred choice for modern configurations. A gentle reminder that when you're navigating logical partition creations, like once you've made the GPT or MBR choice, like you've chosen whether it's the GPT partition or the MBR choice, you proceed to craft logical partitions. And in the case of a new drive, existing partitions may be present, so giving you the option to utilize them or carve out new ones. Yeah, and based on your backup, for your data backup, do not forget, it's an imperative reminder, like the partition process involves data deletion. Like I said earlier, like if you're doing the partition process installation, it's going to involve deleting a certain amount of data from the system. So what you do is you have to safeguard your crucial files with a backup before embarking on this journey. The partition unfolds during the Windows setup, allowing you to pick the desired operating system's location. After the partition creation, the file system comes into play. So Windows defaults to a quick format during installation, swiftly setting up the file table without altering existing data. Then for a comprehensive cleanse, the diskpart utility facilitates a full format. So you can do a thorough wipe with diskpart. And this meticulous process involves overwriting every sector with zeros, erasing all pre-existing data. It's a definitive step for a pristine slate, and it's definitely irreversible. So like you have to save data if you want to use this method. And then you do a full format with diskpart also. And so as we conclude, bear in mind with the paramount importance of backing up your data before initiating partition changes. So if you're going to do whether it's MBR partition or GPT, you have to make sure you back up your data. And whether your preference leans towards GPT or MBR, grasping these fundamentals ensures a seamless operating system installation. And there you have it, our comprehensive guide to installing an operating system. Remember, the method you choose hinges on your specific needs and the prevailing environment. Thank you for being with us today on Super Simple Tech. And if you found this video beneficial, don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our Super Simple Tech for more user-friendly tech tutorials. Until our next exploration, happy teching!